What's good? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, I gotta go ahead and say thank God, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I put together a very special build for y'all, in which I'm gonna be calling the Higher Flyer 2.0, also known as the High Flyer build. Now, out of all the NBA players, this one's going to be reminding me of none other than All-Star Jayson Tatum. Now, when it comes to the attributes on this build today, we'll reach a 99 plus when it comes towards our driving dunk, ball handle, perimeter defense, and stamina. We're also going to get all of the dunk packages with pro dribble animations and a total of 52 badges. Now, this is really a highlight reel build. Physically, it's one of the best in the game, and it's one of the only builds where you can actually get the max potential out of your physicals, because you're going to be utilizing them as the main category. Now, when it comes to this build overall, definitely one of my favorites, especially when it comes to these comparisons. All around, this is going to be a great build for anybody who is picking up the game. So before we get any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So the first thing that we're going to do with this one is put it under the power forward position. Let's go with the height of 6'8", 210 when it comes to our weight, with the wingspan being left at 7'1". Now, for every single area on this build, the main important one is going to be the physicals. So when it comes to the stamina, put this all the way up to a 96. Getting into the vertical, I'm going to put this up to a 90. Moving a little bit down the line with the strength, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 85. And then once we go ahead and get into the acceleration, I'm going to put this to a 68. Now, moving into the speed, I'm going to go with an 82. And this is what we're going to be looking like once you get this build maxed out on this side of the floor. Now, remember, from the Gatorade facility workouts, each star does give you a +1. So you'll have a +4 put towards this area, meaning you'll have an 86 speed, 72 acceleration, 89 strength, 94 vertical with a 99 stamina. So now from here, let's go ahead and dive into the finishing. Getting into the driving dunk, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 97. As for when it comes to the rest, we're going to leave this as is. You get extra dunk packages because of the 45 standing dunk. And as you can see, we get Hall of Fame Precision Dunker, Aerial Wizard. As for that driving dunk, Gold Posterizer. Also, you're going to get Whistle, which is a huge W. Then we get Hall of Fame Two-Step, Spin Cycle, Bunny, Slithery. Moving into the driving layup, my favorite badge honestly has to be Fearless Finisher on the bronze tier. You also get Silver Acrobat, Gold Pro Touch, Scooper, Float Game Giant Slayer, a little bit of everything when it comes to this build on the finishing side, but I think it's definitely one of the best. Now, once we go ahead and get into the shooting, this is going to take the build to another level. As for when it comes to this area, go with a mid-range shot of a 72. As for when it comes towards our three-pointer, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 82. And then for that free throw, make sure you go up to a 78. Now, as you can see, we get bronze free points. You're also going to get silver blinders, catch and shoot, quarter specialist. Then we also get green machine, space creator, and spot finder. You're also going to get guard up, open looks, gold comeback kid, Claymore, and then also, of course, bronze Deadeye with Agent 3. Now, for the mid-range shot, a little bit more of the same here, but you're also going to be able to get silver Midi Magician. The finishing especially is really going to open up the outside shooting. Now, for that free throw with boost, especially taking into account and your takeover, these numbers are easily going to get anywhere from 72 up to 80s, 82 into the 90s, and I think the free throw with boost can definitely hit the 90s as well. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the defense. So when it comes towards your interior, go with a 61. For that perimeter, I'm going to go with an 85. And then as for when it comes towards our steal, leave this as is. Go with a 79 block. And as you can see, this is what we're going to be able to do with the defensive side. So you get bronze pogo stick. You're also going to get bronze anchor, silver rebound chaser. For that perimeter, we get silver clamps, ankle braces, challenger, pick dodger, 94 feet workhorse with gold off-ball pass. Now, anchor also does apply to the interior defense. Overall, for this side of the ball, with the correct teammates, I think this is easily one of the best builds offensively. Now let's wrap everything up when it comes towards our ball handle. Getting into this area, I'm going to go with an 85. moving into the speed with ball, I'm going to go with a 75 here. And as you can see, when it comes towards that pass accuracy, go with a 56. One minor tick will be left over for that offensive rebound. And this is what we're going to be looking like once you get this build maxed out to 99 overall. So you get bronze blow by. We're also getting others like hyperdrive on silver, speed booster, triple strike. As for that ball handle, another one right here is going to be silver unpluckable. You also get handles for days, bronze killer combos, blow by with. This is definitely my favorite badge, Hall of Fame physical handles. Now you also get gold ankle breaker. One badge when it comes towards the pass accuracy dimer. With boost, I'm telling you, this is easily going to be taken into the 60s for a rating. However, this build overall, I think on the offensive end is going to be a huge headache, especially when it comes towards the 5v5 setting and a wreck. Now look, I want to know your honest thoughts and opinions. Is there anything that you possibly would do to change or make this build a little better? I really think that 7-1 wingspan with this height is going to be a nice match. We do have a high strength, which means you cannot get bullied, but you're going to be the bully on the interior. Defensively, I think it's going to help out a lot. Now let's go ahead and make sure that everybody made this build correctly. Now we should be able to get these 3 different comparisons. As you can see, Jayson Tatum, and then of course we get Jonathan Kuminga, and we have created the rare, what I'm calling higher flyer build 2.0 in NBA 2K24 on next gen. Now I want to know, is there anything from this build that you definitely took into account and want to replicate? I definitely think that it's going to be one of the funnest, especially for new players. But before we get out of here, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG or thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.